గోల్డ్, ట్రస్టెడ్ గోల్డ్ బయర్స్. మీరు తాకట్టు పెట్టిన బంగారాన్ని విడిపించి ఈ రోజు ఉన్న మార్కెట్ ధరకు కొనబడను.
Respected family members, distinguished guests, and dear friends, today we stand together with deep sorrow to pay our heartfelt tribute to late Shri H.J. Dora, a great officer, a visionary leader, and above all, a man of values. Shri Dora served our nation with exceptional distinction as the Director General of Police of Combined Andhra Pradesh and later as the Director Vigilance Officer of the Government of India. In every responsibility, he stood for one thing, that is integrity, discipline, and duty. Even after retirement, he never stopped serving the nation. As a head of security at Delhi International Airport, he helped build one of the most secure world-class airports, setting benchmarks for the entire country. We as GMR were very early entrant in taking over the brownfield airport of Delhi International Airport. It was new to us, but it had several challenges, and I very much remember how Dora used to comfort all of us when it comes to security issues and various challenges that we used to face as while we were running the capital city airport. His contribution to GMR Hyderabad airport over a decade, and it was truly transformational. His focus on governance, systems, and excellence made the airport globally respected. Whenever he worked, he did not just perform, he created and set up world-class benchmarks. One of the greatest legacies is the Raksha Security Services, built with professionalism, along with respected leaders like Sri M.R. Reddy Garu, S.S. Ahmad Garu, G.J. Shastri Garu, but more than an organization, it's a mission with a heart. Sri Dora Garu had a powerful vision, and he gave us an opportunity to the rural youth who could not continue higher education. It was very transformational, and I was very closely working with him when we were actually forming the whole Raksha Academy and building up the whole Raksha security. So in remote districts, lot of students who like to pursue sports as their career, but unfortunately they could not pursue it because the opportunities are very limited. So those are students who are actually a burden to the society and who cannot able to pursue or get opportunities in other security, government security opportunities. So we used to go into the remote of those villages, identify those sportsmen, and we used to induct them into our Raksha security services. Today we have more than 6,500 marshals stand with dignity, earning their livelihood. This is something very transformational, and this will be truly a legacy left behind by Dora Garu to us. This is not just an employment, this is an empowerment, and this is a living legacy. He was also a deeply spiritual person, a devotional follower of Lord Sai Baba. His life reflected humility, integrity, simplicity, and patriotism. Today we have not just lost a great officer, we have lost a guiding light. But his life will continue to inspire us, his values will continue to guide us. On behalf of all of us, especially from my father who could not come today because of his international travels, he could not able to be with us, and he wanted to personally come and convey our deep condolences to the whole family and to his entire family. On behalf of all of us, I offer my deepest condolences to his family, and may God be with them, give them a strength in this difficult time. Sri H.J. Dora Garu, your legacy will live forever, and may your noble soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much.
That we experienced with Sri H.J. Dora Garu. We have distinguished guests from our family, Sri Satya Sai Organization, GMR Group, and the Indian Police Service to take us back in time to cherish those moments through their experiences. Our first speaker for today is Shri Satish Srinivasan, the son-in-law of Shri H.J. Doragaru.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking time of your busy schedule to come and join us today. This is truly a bittersweet moment for me and for my family. Although we are all experiencing immense amount of grief and pain for not having him in our midst, this is the time to be reflective and be cognizant of what he has achieved as a single human being. Doragaru was born in a very important and prestigious family in Srikakulam. His uncle A.P. Patrao, an eminent lawyer at the Madras High Court, was conferred the title of the Knight of the Commander of the Indian Empire by the then British government in 1935. Mr. Patrao purchased a small group of villages in Srikakulam district and instead entrusted its management to Doragaru's father, H.S. Dora, who built their family home in Jagdringi, which is still and managing his lands. Several ministers and CMs and other high-ranking officials would visit the family during their district tours. On one such occasion, the SP of the district, Mr. Dhanraju Naidu, visited their house. Doragaru was a young boy. The SP took note of him and playfully set up a target in the house compound and handed him the rifle to the young Doragaru, asking him to shoot the target. He nervously took a shot with his trembling hands, and to everybody's surprise, he found the target not once, but twice. Little did he know that this young lad was destined for, and that he would rise up to be such a successful career in the police force. At the young age of 14, he lost his father, and the entire responsibility of bringing up the family of 4 children fell on his mother. She was a great influence on him, installing the values of life and making them that they were adhered to. After schooling in Chennai, he joined the Andhra University and graduated with BA Honours in majoring in economics in 1963. At the request of his mother, he took up civil services exam at the young age of 20, and IPS was the only service that he was eligible to apply. He passed this on his first attempt, and during his training in Mount Abu, he first heard about Sri Satya Sai Baba, which piqued his interest. On his return to Anantapur district for his state training, he visited Puttaparthi and met Swami for the first time. From that day to his last breath of life, he was greatly influenced by Swami and his teachings. He strongly believed in being selfless, helping humanity, and being of service to the greater good of mankind. There is a standing joke in the family that myself and my sister-in-law are the only 2 outsiders. All the previous marriages in the family has been within the close-knit relatives and the same community. Even though I am Telugu speaking, I grew up in a small town called Salem in Tamil Nadu. Following my graduation from Madras Medical College in January of 1995, I joined Aravind High Hospital in Madurai to pursue my postgraduate specialization in the field of ophthalmology.
Of his life, the gift of selfless love. He was the apple of his parents' eyes, and yet life asked much of him very early. When he lost his father at just 13 years of age, he willingly took on the responsibility as the eldest of 5. He soon became a father figure not only to his siblings, but to the extended family, and in the later years to many others, some of whom have come forward in the recent days with stories that have moved us deeply. One that captures him perfectly. When I was studying engineering and living in the hostel, my father and I would exchange letters. In one such letter, he wrote to me about using my time well and not sleeping the afternoons away. And then came this line, Bablu, as that's how he was calling me. So Bablu, I know this for a fact. As you're reading this letter, you're lying in bed. And he was right. That single sentence made me sit bolt upright at that moment. It felt as though he was right there in the room with me, watching, knowing, smiling. That was him,
quietly observant, gently wise, always present. And I believe he still is. He is with each one of you. He will always live in our hearts. He is eternal to me. Thank you. My cousin Vikrant will now lead us through the next part of the afternoon. Thank you everyone for coming here.
Thank you, family members. We now move on to our next set of speakers. Dora Garu had a long-standing association with the GMR Group as a board director. Post-retirement, he was approached by multiple government and private organizations to join them. The reason he preferred to join the GMR Group was the fact that Mr. Gandhi Mallikarjun Rao Garu was a self-made man and he hailed from the same district of Srikakulam. A key fact that we as family members have been witnessing is the constant support that the GMR Varalakshmi Foundation does for skill development at our ancestral home in Jajjangi. My uncle was instrumental in providing our home free of cost for this noble cause. Thank you, sir, for this meaningful contribution, and I am sure that this will continue beyond. I now request Sri GBS Raju Garu, Group Director and Business Chairman Airports, GMR Group, to share their association with Dora Garu.
Throughout all the rituals that were going on, and I'm sorry, he was probably the most impactful person beyond my mother and father on my life. His countless stories of his own career, as well as mythological stories, shaped my spiritual and even to a certain extent my political beliefs. He was always encouraging me to question everything, understand truly what things mean, and he was always up for a debate. But I think what he truly leaves behind, beyond his legacy and beyond his countless exploits throughout his career, both for the Indian Police Service and for the Satya Sai Baba organization and GMR, what he truly leaves behind is his legacy of love, and it was his unconditional love, not just to his family members, not just to his colleagues, but to every single person he served in the state and in the country. And I hope we can all keep this legacy of love moving forward. And I'd like for everyone to keep him in their hearts. Thank you.